Good morning, good morning, good morning. Here we are, our bonus day 40. Bonus day. Yesterday we concluded with the vinyasa, and today we will conclude with the kundalini. So good morning, welcome whenever you're replaying this, whenever you're landing in this final day, this year of you. That we have been moving through the body. That some sort of wisdom reached out a year ago, almost nearly a year this time, last year, and said, hey, you need a structure, you need a path, you need guidance. Follow your body. Follow the path of your body and bring everyone with you. And you will find structure during a time that there is an outer structure, there is inner structure. Everything about our practice is creating a way for us to have something we can rely on about ourselves. And this allows us to invite change. Because if I know that I can come back to my center and I can align the compass that's true to who I am, irregardless of what's happening outside of me, then I'm less attached to what's happening, how it's going, whether I agree with it or whether I don't. And so Kundalini is offering us the chance to turn from an outer structure that says, this is what it takes for a second grader to become a third grader. This is what it takes for you to move this step forward in your job. This is how you become ordained. And there are rules and there are applications, and we take a step at a time. And really that period of time has passed us by. Because right now you can go to MIT OpenCourseWare and you can take a course in anything you want to for free, and it's right there. You could click off this practice and go learn artificial intelligence. And you don't have to go through an application process, and you don't have to be 17 years old, and you don't have to be in a collegiate setting. You can be 8 years old or 80 years old, and you can sit there and find access to that information. And that's a huge change. You can change your job. You can change your home. You can change your marital status. All of that structure that we knew is now up for change. And the structure that we can truly rely on is inside of us. And that's what these teachings were for. In the Aquarian times, the outer structures will fall away, and it will be up to us to do this for ourselves. And so everything about Sahasrara has been I believe, right? If I believe, I'm always behind. If I believe I'm too small for the job, if I believe I'll always be the youngest one in the room. Somehow I was the youngest one in the room, and my last name began with W, and I was just like the hanger-on. This is a little small addition to the room. And so I pattern that into myself, and I carry it forward whether I know it or not. Sahasrara, this practice is about bringing that up, clearing that out. But on this last day, I'm really asking you to mean it. There's one thing to believe things, but then there's another to become something. And in this last practice together, I'm asking you to become what's next. I'm asking you to become what you're ready for. Because we can read books about compassion, and we can read books about equanimity of mind, and isn't that fantastic? And then I put it down and I totally lose it. I'm asking you to believe that what we are practicing is true. What you experience of yourself in each moment of pause as bright and sound and clear is true. And that the further you have this in you, and the more that you trust it and know it, you are becoming that. And it is not an academic exercise. It is a practice of transformation. You are changed, but you have to hold it. And all the power and all the strength that we're generating and harring our way through is simply to give you the ability to say, in the moment when it would be tempting to go back to what you know, oh yeah, I'm that. I believe that I'm made of light. No, you are truly made of light. And there is a becoming. There is a becoming that puts all of it together. See if you can just take it a step further. A step further. Sitting tall. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, rising to meet it all. 3 times. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. The beasts are awake today, so forgive them if they come shooting up the screening behind me. Hands and knees. Hands and knees. Tuck your chin, round your back, and let your hips move side to side. Let your head be heavy. Let your expectations come out of your body on the exhalation. Let this practice be what it will be, without forcing it to be anything different. Without forcing yourself to be anything different. Drop your head a little more. Extend your arms by opening your elbows a little more. And drop your navel looking forward. Round your back and looking back. So inhaling forward and exhaling back. You find the pace that serves your body. Your knees are under your hips. The heels of your hands underneath your shoulders. The hint of a smile. And you start to move. Work there. Turn your left thumb forward. Turn your left fingers left. And move. And keep working there, or turn your left fingers one more time so that the left fingers turn left and point towards your thigh. So your left fingers point back and your right fingers point forward. Broaden your back and be changed. Receive what's happening to you. 3, 2, 1. Left fingers forward. Turn your right thumb. So your right thumb points forward and your right fingers turn right. Try to draw the hands apart, a little space in the upper back. Work there, or turn your right fingers right again. Three, 2, 1. And child's pose, take it back. Let your whole body be still and feel the current of movement up your spine. Drum your fingers, open and close fists. And as you rise up, tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog. Walk out your dog. Let your hips move. Open your feet, the balls of your feet, massaging all the way up to the tips of your toes. back and down toward the heel. Step your right foot up just inside your right thumb and put your left knee to the floor. Hands to your hips. So you can come a little forward and a little back. And just take your time. Just checking in. How sticky, how easy. Take your right armpit just in front of your right kneecap. Widen your hands, spin your fingers to point away. And now again, the hips a little forward and a little back. Each time they go back, your heart will draw down. And as they come forward, let your heart come forward. And as it comes forward, widen your eyes. So that you can see all the way into the eye corners. So your peripheral vision gets so much larger. What you can see and know is expanding. And then shift back, downward facing dog. Take your time. Base of your right thumb into the floor. Right hip high and right heel back. And just find that line of the right side body. And the left foot will step up and the right knee will come down, and your hands to your hips, a little forward and a little bit back. So when I start out, it feels very thick, tentative. And as my body trusts me, then it starts to soften. Good. Take your left armpit in front of your left kneecap. Fingers wide, and again, a little bit forward, a little bit back. Notice where it's catching, notice where it's thick, where it's reluctant. And take that reluctance out of your heart, out of your vision, so that as you come forward, your eyes widen. And you can see that the day ahead is not stuck in your body, is not stuck in yesterday. The day ahead is right here. And there's an alacrity, there's an interest. You are here together this day, and you. And step back, downward facing dog. Base of the left thumb down, left hip high, left heel back. Be strong in that line. Hold the order from your left hand to your left hip to your left heel, and then let your body rearrange around that order. Walk your feet to your hands and sit down. Heels down, toes up, thumbs up, fingers in, and as you rock back, navel to spine, as you come forward, the hands will draw apart. So inhale, open, and exhale back. Feet are strong, chest is broad. Three, two, one. And sitting tall, legs out long, hands on thighs, notice the body changing. Folding your blanket, get a little bit higher, or add another one if you need to, so that when you sit with your heels out wide, there's enough support. And you can shake out your knees and your feet to move side to side. Inhale as you reach across, exhale through the center. And begin to fold the knees as bent as needed and fold towards your thigh. Hands wide to sit tall and then fold towards the other. And reach your inside hand forward, your outside hand back, and revolve through the navel. Three, and two, and one. Sit tall. Interlace your fingers, arms straight. You're making a great circle. For 3, 2, reverse your direction. Sweeping through your body as you can, as though pressing the horizons around you a little further away. More possibility. 2, and 1, and sit up tall, hands on thighs. Starting to change our state of mind, our state of body. Come to lie down on your back. You bring your blocks with you. Bend your knees, lift your hips, and the blocks are on their lowest setting. And the backs of your hips rest on the blocks, palms down beside you. Tuck your shoulders under and rest on the backs of your shoulders. Let your heart rise up, let your feet be heavy. And the right hand goes overhead. Drop your right elbow, drop your right hand, and let your right knee move softly side to side. And as you allow your right knee to move, let your right ribs rise. And you're softening the grip of the right hip, all the ways that we hold the low body, the pelvis, the thigh. Bring your right hand down and change. Left hand overhead, left shoulder tucks under. The left ribs lift, and the left knee moves side to side. Just a few inches. Keep releasing that left hip. And the left hand down. Lift your hips, turn the blocks to their edges, their belly together, and then left palm down, right hand overhead. And again, the right ribs rise, shoulder tucks under, and the right knee moves. Allow it to fall in a little bit further. Releasing the psoas from the mid-back down across the front of your right side pelvis. That which holds us in place when we're seated. And then tap your right heel. Just shake it loose. And the right hand down. Left hand up and overhead. Left shoulder tucks under, left knee moves. Focus on dropping your knee in towards the right leg. Let it soften your face. Let it soften your breathing. You're becoming more receptive, as though receiving an answer instead of asking a question. Tap your heel. Shake it loose.
and down in the center. Lift your hips, turn your blocks, or repeat where you were, and the right hand overhead. The right knee moves a little bit. Just keep making space and length through the waist, through the right thigh. Tap your heel. And change, right hand down, left hand overhead, so that you're inviting the left side hip to lengthen. You're loosening through the left side jaw. You're moving the left knee. And you're tapping the heel. This opening here, the opening of the front surface of the body, we become more acceptable about risk. We're willing to take a stand. We're not hiding in the back of our bodies. So free the blocks and come down, resting the backs of your hips to the floor. Feel the front surface of your body bright. That matters. It's not just a physiological sensation. It's a change in the way that you will respond to what you encounter. Be changed and become the change. Knees to your chest, hold your shins, shake out your feet. And you'll roll your way to a squat and come to stand, bringing your hands overhead. And as you stand tall, left hand holds right, go up, go to the left. And then bring it down the middle, palms together, big bend in your knees, elbows in front of your shins, stand up tall, right hand holds left wrist. And then back down through the middle. So you're just alternating sides, up and up. Folding and unfolding. That the inertia in our body can create inertia in our decision making, in our growth, in our choices, and hands wide. So the legs are strong, the palm sees the floor. Fold your fingers in, but keep your palms open in little reverse circles. Clear the dust from your chest, from your jaw, from your tongue. Little reverse circles, a little quicker, like a propeller that's gaining momentum. Feeling it charge the space. Find a line from your knuckle to your elbow, elbow to shoulder, right where they meet at your heart. That grows bright. Turn your thumbs up. Little reverse back circles. Go, 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 go. Strong enough that it's making a bit of a charge, a bit of a change. The jaw, the mouth, the tongue, the face. Thumbs point back. Shoulder blades towards your spine. Elevate your rib cage, lengthen up under your jaw. 3, 2. Sweep wide, all the way up, 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 up. Lift your chin, breathe in. 3 more. Tuck your chin like you're capping a bottle. Hug your heels towards each other, your navel towards your body. Up, 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 your attention through the body to the crown of the head, chin up, breath out, hands wide, take your time. Become this field. It is clear and strong. It is responsive and creative. It is who we are, both collectively and individually. It is not an academic exercise. It is an introduction, a partnership, and an identity.
I am this. Down to your seat. So today, when I falter, today, when I falter, I have an opportunity to fall back into yesterday or fall right into that space, that field. That's my choice to become. Palms face the body, thumbs up, turn left, turn right. We're practicing becoming. It's not in our mind, it's an experience, like learning to write with the opposite hand. Work here, or bring your thumbs to your shoulders, palms face down, but the chest needs to stay lifted. Work here, or thumbs point down, palms face forward, chest still lifted. Inhale left, exhale right. Or full gesture, hands interlaced at the base of the skull, without rounding down. And just notice, where are you initiating the turn? Is it in the upper back, or is it in right behind the navel? Turning from the base, let the upper body receive. 2 minutes. Practice being receptive. And then practice staying there. Three, two, center, hands high. Inhale, bring it in. 3 sips, fill it up. Tuck your chin. So gather the knees towards each other. Gather the pelvic floor up. And gather your attention up, up, up through the spine. A little wriggle, a little encouragement, a little shift up, up, up to crown of the head. And lift your chin and breathe out. Go wide. I am this. Become familiar with this. This is so powerful, this space around you. The space that is you. Legs out, shake out your feet, shake out your knees, get your strap. Hands on thighs. Once you've rebuilt your legs, heels under the knees, folding down and rising up. To exhale, to inhale. All right? Now as your hands are on your thighs, your elbows go back, and it broadens across the chest as a result. Work there is tremendous, especially if you have any old shoulder injuries. Or hands wide, your palms facing back like you were putting them on the wall, and the strap goes across the palms right there. As you fold, the strap is wide enough that you can lift your hands, folding down and rising up. Exhale as you fold, inhale as you rise, chest is broad. Find that real lift at the top for a steady minute right here. If you make some space, then bring your hands a little closer, or the full kriya, that finger are interlaced. Three, two, one more. Fold down, rise up, and then release the strap in the hands, hands on thighs, and notice across the arms, through the throat, the root of your tongue, base of your skull, the face and the lips, through the brain, crown of the head. And come to a seat, knees bent, feet flat, hands behind you. Bending your elbows, widen them. Gather your elbows in, press down, roll the heart up high. That's inhale. Bending the elbows, there's exhale, rounding down and then gathering in and up. 2. Take your time, elbows widen, lengthen the back of your spine as though separating the vertebrae. And then keeping that length, wrap your elbows in and now lengthen the front so they match. Front and back are long. Open your mouth. A whisper of ha right from your belly. Close your mouth, exactly that breath out the nose. Walk your heels a step forward. Lift your hips as you flatten your feet. Keep the breath steady, a minute here. Sit down, legs straight, hands to thighs, sit up tall. Notice the crown of your head. Feel an upward rising, spiraling through the body, crown of the head bright. I believe I believe I am a being of light. I am guided in light, supported in light, created in light. And come to stand. Palms face the floor. A little bend in the knees. So from that very heady, bright experience through the mind, feeling the crown of the head, we balance that upward energy with this deep, steady squat. Come back into your body. Or not. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Do it in your mind. Use your breath. Exhaling down, inhaling up. So that might be perfect, just taking the tail back and standing up tall, or bringing your hips to your heels. Getting a little bigger. As we strengthen this bend, as we strengthen this stand, then every time you bend down and stand up and it gets easier and more supported, we reinforce the experience. I believe I'm capable. I pick up my groceries. I pick up my child. I believe in my own capacity to grow stronger, to age wisely. You're changing your belief as your body grows stronger. 10 more. And 1. Standing tall, palms face forward. Take all of it. Sweep it up. Gather the light. Up, 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 up and around you. Lift your chin. Soften your knees and wide down. Backs of the hands down the sides. There's exhale. Bend your knees, sweep wide, reach up. There's inhale. Start to organize that. The breath is large. The movement of energy is large. Bend in the knees as you fold. But right at the base of the fold, press into your feet a bit and then bend your knees again to rise up. So there's this little extra moment of length through the hamstrings. If you have the capability of legs straight the whole way, you can use that. If you have strength that you've built through the month and you'd like arms straight out, inhaling up and exhaling fold. 10. Standing tall, hands drop to the right and to the left. Hugging your heels towards the center line. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Your toes are long. From the navel to the feet is stable. From the heart to the hands is pliable. And upright. Widen your hands. Notice the field. Palms face forward. Soften your shoulders. Soften your face. We're trained in the academics of things. We're trained in doing things for other people. We're trained in those Piscean gateways of grades. I want you to truly receive for yourself. I am this. There is no gateway. There is no test. It's just, are you ready? If you can feel a change in your state, you are ready. Let it in. Hands to hips, tap your heels. Tap, tap, tap. Each one is a har, a sound. And in the sound of freedom, a declaration, har, the creative sound of the universe. Har, 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 har. You can stay right there, that pace, that step, that tap. You can quicken, you can put a little hop step. Har, 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 har. The hint of a smile. Har, 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 har. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice. And stop asking and listen to the answer. Feel the beat of your heart. Stand a little taller. And become the answer. Become the answer. Become the posture of the answer. So that the question of, am I is answered, I am. How does I am stand, or breathe, or relate to itself? I am. And come to your seat. Use a zafu so that your hips are high enough that you can sit, and your hips are higher than your heels. Feel the completion. Feel the real pleasure of sitting down. All the haras. They're behind us. They're 40 days back there. We did it. Those are your haras. Be done, right? We've come such a long way. Be done. Being done, there aren't any more questions. We're not asking, did it go well? What do I get? Do I move to the next grade? Do I get a sticker or a star? No, loves, you get to be done. And by being done, you make space to be ready. And in your readiness, something new will appear. And then your job is to show up. And right when you think you can't show up anymore, it'll be done. And if we hold on and if we ask and we say, but I did a really good job, I should get 2 stickers. No, you get to be done. And in that freedom of being done, you get to be ready. And you receive what comes next. No grades, no stars. This beautiful spiral of living. Up and up, in and in. May it be so. So find that in your hands, find that in this syllable, find that in this mantra. We're not doing it to get through the grade. We're not doing it to advance to king. We're doing it because that's the way our life unfolds most graciously and fully. Thumb and first fingertips, sa. Middle finger, ta. Ring finger, na. Pinky finger, ma. Aloud, whispered, silently, you're dropping your sound into the void. And then back out from whisper to aloud. And you've changed. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Beginning, work, life, death. Beginning, continue, death, rebirth. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Sa, Satanama, 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 Satana. Whisper. Feeling a little pulse of light right at the center of the forehead with each syllable. Silently. A little pulse of light at the forehead center. The movement of the hands through the syllables. Movement of the mind through the syllables. Creating a fluency. Receiving this cycle of living. whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma, 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 sa, ta, na. Speaking. Sa, ta, na, ma, 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 sa, ta, na, ma. And be done. And feel what starts in its place. Something starts when you stop, but you don't have to determine. That sweet, spacious silence and stillness is a gift. It is the beginning of something else. But we have to stop what we were doing to receive it. We have to stop the way we are thinking to find new thoughts. There is a knower who experiences everything. There is a presence dancing everywhere. There is a lover who embraces us all. I am one with that light. I am one with that power. And I'm one with that love. Whether you joined today or last year or 10 years ago or 20 years ago, be done. Put it down. And as you do, feel what rushes into that new space. Be grateful for all of it. Be willing to be done. It is not betrayal to be done. So I will start again November 21st for fortitude. It's it's 2 kriyas put together, starting in the navel, lighting our fire, keeping our Agni bright during the winter as we come towards the solstice is important. But then coming into a practice that supports our ability to respond to change with grace, to just build it into our system, our glands, our hormones, our thoughts. What a perfect gift for the holidays, to be steadfast for one another. Enjoy the quiet. Use it wisely. And I will be back November 21. Long sat, short nam, hands to the forehead center. Sat nam. I see myself. I see you. Sit down. I couldn't have done it before because I was crying. Still am crying, but not in the same kind of way. I got this miraculous little envelope yesterday in the post. And then inside the envelope was another envelope that wasn't addressed to me. That was addressed to Anne Del Rosso. And it was from Jay Suskin. Oh, I don't know if I can do it, but if I can't make it, just know that this was such an exquisite, miraculous finish, and I will put it in a huge matted frame. Thank you. I will promise to read it November 21st. I'll meet you there. Thank you, Anne.